Welcome to Aero TV's daily update from EAA AirVenture Oshkosh for Wednesday, July 30th, 2008. It was not certain the new Cirrus Vision SJ50 jet, which only recently made its first flight, would have completed early testing in time for Oshkosh. But by opening day, it was confirmed the jet would be here on Wednesday. Then, when it arrived, the surprise was compounded by the announcement that Cirrus has received its first fleet order.
The great part about being here at Oshkosh is that this is a group, this is an organization, this I assume is a crowd that doesn't believe in obstacles. We believe in finding solutions to obstacles. We get past these challenges. So for us, this is a natural place to introduce changes, things that we're going to do differently. Everybody's talked about air taxis for years now. This airplane was designed as a personal jet, not as an air taxi jet. But I want to introduce Steve Hanvey, the CEO of SATS Air, an air taxi company that we're working with down in South Carolina, that's really got the same mission that we do, expand aviation. Steve?
Thanks, Alan. Thank you, Cirrus Design, for the vision. Kind of a vision that got us with a fleet of 26 SR-22s, and now I'll call it an expanded vision with a bigger interior aircraft. And so we've reached an agreement that this is going to be a part of our fleet going forward, and we want to announce that today. And kind of the expansion that Alan's talking about, we made 16,000 landings in 560 airports last year in 2007. And that's the expansion we're seeing. And our customers want to go a little further and want a little bit more room, like all of us, a little bit more payload, a little bit more speed. And this provides that next step for us.
No place in the world could make me happier than being here today, introducing this airplane to you, and thank you very much.
The customers are the ones helping us structure how we do it, and they're asking me, are you going to have a jet? Well, the other jets, while are great for general aviation, for our particular model, with the single engine, single pilot, this fits for us, and we believe cost-wise this is the way we can fit it, but for a longer distance and more capacity on the inside.
Cessna is displaying the first production spec 162 Skycatcher at Oshkosh this week. Aero TV caught up with Cessna CEO Jack Pelton for an update.
Skycatcher's doing remarkably well. We have 3 test articles that are flying. We've been through the static and fatigue, and we're getting ready to solidify the final configuration. And I really think we're going to have an airplane that people are going to enjoy flying, have fun flying, but most importantly it's going to have the Cessna attribute that we're so proud of, which being a very safe airplane. I mean, when you're stalling at 40 knots and below, it's you feel really good about the product. Looks like we're shooting to be on schedule for mid to late 2009 first delivery. So I wish it would be Oshkosh of next year we'd make that first delivery, but it's going to be close. It's going to be very, very close.
Another major development program for Cessna is the Columbus, the company's newest and largest variant of the Citation business jet line.
Well, to date, we have finished all the wind tunnel testing. High and low speed is done, so the configuration of what we originally conceived has been validated. And we've had no major configuration changes, which is a kind of a breath of a sigh of relief to get through that part of the design phase. We're now up to 500 engineers working on it between our company and the suppliers that are providing pieces, and they're all integrated in a global collaboration on CATIA 2. And so we're right where we want to be. It's on track and moving well. And the order intake, we had committed publicly that we would take this year 70 orders by year end, and we achieved that by midway through the year. So it's a good successful launch. I think people realize the value proposition. We've very carefully placed ourselves, price point and features, where no one else is today, and that's proven to be a good strategy. The international orders on the Columbus were about 50% of the initial order book. Traditionally, international is about 30%. So what we're trying to refocus on is where those installed customers are going to be, wherever they are in the globe. How do we provide that support? If the majority of them are in Western Europe, we've got to be there. If they're in Asia, we have to be there, and we are committed to making those investments to be there to support those customers.
Aero TV's daily update from AirVenture will continue in a moment.
Sunny or cloudy, rainy or bright, day or night. The future of flying is now clearly in sight. Garmin SBT, synthetic vision technology.
Welcome back to Aero TV's Daily Update from AirVenture. The first 2 days at Oshkosh are always focused on new product announcements. But by midweek, the rush subsides, and there's time to look more closely at all the amazing aircraft.
I think it was kind of cool because you kind of feel like memories of the different veterans and the planes that it was made from. So it just kind of feels different than the rest of the planes, not just special and all the rest.
Well, my name is Bill Yoke. I'm from Lewisburg, West Virginia. The name of our aircraft is Quicksilver. We call it the Resurrected Veteran, and the reason we do that is because it is truly a resurrection. The aircraft took over 20 years to acquire the parts necessary to build it. It is a full-on resurrection. The aircraft is made and constructed of over 200 P-51s crashed or otherwise from all over the world. We started with a data plate and some parts. I love the P-51. I always wanted to make a special one and call it the Resurrected Veteran, and then having done that, I wanted to use the aircraft to celebrate our veterans, the people who have served this country and guaranteed our freedoms. Our goal is really to let as many people get in the aircraft and appreciate it. That may sound bizarre. As you see, we have signs that say, yes, you may touch me. And we give the airplane back to the American people at every air show. We let them touch it, and we let them sit in it and bond man with machine, because they can't touch the rest of these airplanes. These are pristine, gorgeously restored aircraft, and you cannot fault the owners for not letting people do what I do. I was lucky enough to construct this aircraft to allow people to do that. And so it's just my way of giving it back to the American people and asking them to never forget our veterans. That's basically it.
It's a wonderful airplane, beautiful airplane.
Today, there is an affordable, high-performance, easy-to-own and easy-to-operate very light jet designed with you in mind. Far less expensive than any other twin-engine jet to buy, it is also the least expensive to own and operate. It is the Eclipse 500, the jet that's easy to buy, easy to fly, and fun to own. The jet for you.
Would you like to fly a plane like this one day?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. Very awesome. I would like to fly a Harrier more better.
Highlights tomorrow will include the U.S. Air Force F-22 Raptor and EAA's celebration of the 30,000th FAA-registered home-built aircraft. Join us tomorrow for the next edition of the Aero TV Daily Update from EAA AirVenture Oshkosh.